Al Bernstein here for the Boxing Channel with Jody Lake, the Chief Operating Officer of the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And we're going to look ahead a little bit at an event that's coming up and also talk a little bit about, in general, about the sport of boxing and how it figures into the Hard Rock plans and what it has done for this property. Jody, first of all, on January 26th, coming up, I'll be back here with Showtime. I'll be delighted to be ringside and calling those fights as we show the matches with Lucas Matisse headlining. That card looks like a good one. And what's helpful about that event early in the year to the Hard Rock?
Well, what it does is it establishes the property as a property that's going to continue to support boxing and really to show the brand recognition of what we're trying to do here and what we're trying to drive here. And early on, it'll establish what our routine is going to be for the balance of the year.
Now, boxing at this hotel and casino has been a kind of a strong part of the history here. The Joint has been a terrific venue for boxing because, in both its configurations, because it's small enough to be intimate but large enough to put a lot of people in.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, it gives us some flexibility. Boxing works real well for us because the room is very configurable. We've been able to do the MMA events in there, boxing events. Been able to play around a little bit with with some of the bleacher configurations versus the GA configurations, and we found that it really is it's a good venue for us to be able to hold these events. The production costs are relatively low, and it gives us something that we can help to drive business and drive some new exposure to the property with.
Now, I've spoken at a lot of casino expos and conventions talking about how boxing and sports figures into casino plans. But one of the interesting things is that boxing fans are by nature players. And that's part of the reason, isn't it, that boxing and casinos have had this long relationship?
Yeah, I mean it's great for what we do. It's what we see is that a lot of the spectators that come in for the events tend to frequent our tables and spend a lot of time at the tables. They're good bar patrons, and in general, they're just it's a good patron for our business. Obviously, a lot of crossover, so it's a good driver for this place.
Now, there's no truth to the rumor. Maybe you can show your hand. There's no truth to the rumor, though, that came because you were sparring with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and you heard him. Was there, or is that true?
I think you just have to read the headlines and see what's out there.
You can't confirm or deny that that's the case.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Okay. You will go to any lengths to.
Based on what you see here, it's you could probably figure it out.
Yeah, chances are. You're unmarked, so that's pretty good. Boxing also has a lot of glamour. It's an event that brings with it. Now, this week, as we sit on the property, the AVN convention is here, so there's always an eclectic group of things happening here. But it brings with it a certain kind of traditional Las Vegas feel, and I would think that's a big part of the allure of it.
It is. I mean, it's the Hard Rock. Everybody loves rock and roll, and everybody loves sports, and boxing being a great sport and having a lot of ties here with historically with the different fighters that have come from Las Vegas. It's great, and it's easy for us to promote boxing here at the property.
Now, as you look forward the rest of this year, do you guys anticipate more matches here or more special promotions?
Absolutely. I mean, both. We're currently continually booking and contracting more events relative to boxing, and we're going to continue to do that. It's great for the property, and we enjoy them. It's a fun event.
Yeah, it really is. Now, before I end this, the Joint itself, I find it a fascinating venue because it's you've had every icon in the world in music and there. How do you see the Joint as it moves forward in terms of what it's done for music and for Las Vegas and what it will continue to do?
I mean, if you talk to the agents and you talk to the different groups, Rolling Stones and just some of the big iconic groups out there, they love the Joint. They tend to want to play in that venue sometimes versus playing the big arenas, just because of the nostalgia of the venue of what the Joint really can bring. Also we're hoping that the fighters look at it in the same perspective, and that that Showtime and the rest of you guys look at it that way as well and want to continue to do the events here.
Well, it's a great Yeah, it's a great property to be at. Jody Lake, the Chief Operating Officer of the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Thanks for taking some time with us. I'm looking forward to the 26th when we can be ringside and beaming out the fight to all the folks on Showtime. And thanks for joining us on the Boxing Channel.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Jody Lake, Chief Operating Officer of the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.